All right, I'm live officially on YouTube. What's up, everyone? This is the Kid DC Wrestling here live on YouTube. As you can see, hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday night because it is time now for the official Monday Night Raw review. Um, yeah, Raw was solid tonight. Solid episode of Monday Night Raw tonight. Obviously, we saw RK Bro and the Usos go at it. Oh, and by the way, guys, don't mind the thumbnail. I'm gonna change the thumbnail and all that later. Obviously not a really cool layout, but it's all cools. Anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. By the way, two videos I want to plug here first. If you haven't already, man, go check out my AEW video. Is the AEW guys, well, the AEW Tony Khan really signing way too many wrestlers on the roster. If you want to go check that out, please do. Also, I uploaded a video yesterday entitled Is Bret Hart Bitter? So if you want to go check that out, man, I would highly recommend you go check that out as well. But we're not going to waste any time, man. We are going to get straight to it. We kick things off, man, with an episode of Miz TV. And of course, who better to be on Miz TV than his guest, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. That's right. Obviously, the big promotion is they are hyping up Cody Rhodes' first match back here on WWE Raw in over 6 years, and him and Miz was going at it. I got to say, like him and Miz were going at it to the point where it got tense. It got really tense towards the end. You have freaking Cody talking about obviously making his intentions clear. He is going after the title, the WWE Unified Undisputed Universal title, um, and well, he actually called it a belt. He called it a belt, which obviously Cody, like the Miz, had to remind him, like, hey, it's a title. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm recording on my phone, so this is the first time I'm recording on my phone. Someone said peanut butter tacos is better than watching Raw. Yeah, that's very funny, guys. But yeah, like I said before, Raw was solid tonight. Solid episode of Monday Night Raw. Anyways, like I said, The Miz and Cody were just going at it. You had freaking oh, by the way, Cody didn't come up from the like he actually made an actual entrance. But yeah, Cody's like, I'm back. I want Roman. I want to prove myself. Well, I went out and I proved myself. And the Miz is like, oh, dude, like we've heard all this before. This is my show. This is my company, not yours. You know, just berailing him. And Cody's like, you know what? I'm really excited for to step in the ring with you tonight, Mike, and show the world why I'm basically the American Nightmare. So those two go at it, and we get our first match of the night being Dominic Mysterio taking on Veer Mahan. This was a squash match. Yeah, Dominic got beat in this man. He got buried in this match. You want to talk about squash match levels? This dude got just the brakes beat off him. So bad to the point where they had to put this man in a freaking ambulance, send him to a hospital. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I can't really say nothing about this match because like Veer again, Veer just beats the absolute dog crap out of Dominic Mysterio, which considering the fact that most of the internet pretty much doesn't like Dominic Mysterio, obviously I know a lot of everybody was happy about that. So yeah, but still, like he got beat bad. But Veer Mahan gets the win. He dominates like always, so good for him. Um, like I said, he destroys Dominic some more after the match, puts him in. I think they're calling it the the $1 million arm, I believe, or the modified camel clutch, whatever. But either way, Veer Mahan gets the win nonetheless. We do see AJ Styles versus Damian Priest, and this was actually a solid match between the two. But the only thing really wasn't just really the match; it was what happened at the end of the match. You had Damian Priest just so he knocks AJ out the ring, he kneels in the ring, the lights go out, and we have this fight on Damian Priest like how Edge does now. And we go to commercial, and the next thing you know, AJ Styles is cutting the promo. Well, backstage. So like the match didn't even really end if you think about it, because again, Damian just throws him out the ring, and then this happens. Like it honestly, the match was solid. It wasn't bad, no. The ending really didn't make any sense. Like what's gonna happen now? Obviously, I know this is gonna continue, but like still, it just didn't really make any sense to me personally. But after that, we do get The Miz versus Cody Rhodes. Like I said, this is Cody Rhodes' first match back. By the way, Cody Rhodes got a big, big, massive pot tonight. Cody Rhodes, obviously, they're booking Cody Rhodes as a babyface, which is good because the man's just getting cheered. They're going to add Ripley and Finn Balor and Tommaso Ciampa to the group. Yeah, we'll get to Rhea in a minute because she wasn't on Raw this week, and they did explain why. Because I think she was even supposed to be on SmackDown, but she wasn't on SmackDown. So, but like I said, we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, Miz and Cody Rhodes, they have a solid match. But right before the match, man, we get freaking the drip god himself, Seth freaking Rollins, doing his whole little Joker dance or whatever. And he's on commentary. And, Cody does allude to the fact earlier on Miz TV that, he would be happy to like fight Seth Rollins again. And, Cody does obviously get the win. So, which, by the way, for everybody on the internet, because you guys didn't think I noticed, but everybody was tripping on the freaking internet talking about how Cody should not be fighting the Miz. So, why would you put Cody against the Miz? Well, it showed tonight that Miz did good. See, I really don't understand the internet's perception, or, well, not really the internet. Well, yeah, the internet, but wrestling fans got against the Miz. Like, the Miz is probably like, is he the greatest superstar of all time? No, he's not. He's not even top 10. But Miz does his part. When he's given a part, he does it, and he takes the ball and he does it well. That's what makes the Miz so important. I feel like the Miz does not get a lot of praise that a lot of people give him. And it's just like, come on. Rachel Buck says, do you think Cody Rhodes will be Roman Reigns for the championship at SummerSlam? Because if they keep Cody Rhodes winning, I think it's for sure that the title is coming off for Reigns. Yeah, they're obviously being at this point set in stone at this point. Like there's really no sugarcoating it. There's no doubting it. I mean, unless they decide that we're just gonna go to Drew. It really seems with the direction that they're heading in that Cody's gonna be the one to take the title off Roman, which honestly I'm not surprised and I'm not mad about because I mean Cody like he's big. Well, the win, like him beating Reigns, it's gonna be such a big effing deal, and it's gonna really make Cody stock here even more. You know what I mean? So him beating Roman, because anybody beating Roman is a big effing deal. Roman hasn't been pinned in like years. Roman's been champion for like years. Roman has been dominant for years. So like whoever beats him, it's gonna be a pretty effing deal. Like freaking Titus O'Neil can beat Roman Reigns, and Titus O'Neil will be looked at as a big deal. But like I said, man, Cody Rhodes and not the Miz. Well, they do face, but uh, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins face off. Rollins wants a rematch. Cody's like, yes. So we're going to be getting Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins part two at WrestleMania Backlash, which I honestly don't mind. Like I said, they're grooming Cody to beat Roman. So what you need to do with Cody basically these next few months is just push him. Well, not just that, but like get him some big wins. getting a win over Rollins, having a feud with KO, something. By the way, let me answer this comment right here. Appreciate the comments, by the way, guys. Who do you see removing Vince McMahon from power and taking over WWE? Well, I really wouldn't say it's going to be anyone. I don't think Stephanie's taking over. I don't think Triple H is taking over. I don't think Shane is taking over. I think who's ever taking over WWE is not going to even like it's not going to even be Nick Khan. Who's ever taking over WWE is probably going to be like NBC or Disney, probably NBC. Um, I think like WWE is gonna get bought out or something like that in the next few years. Not now, but I don't see a person in position um of Vince like taking over after Vince is gone. Speaking of Kevin Owens, man, we got Kevin Owens and Tommaso Ciampa. So it's official. Tommaso Ciampa is officially part of Monday Night Raw. Um, And Ezekiel walks up to him. He's like, I would like to welcome you to Monday Night Raw. I'm Ezekiel, Elias's younger brother. Now Kevin Owens comes out like, dude, like, all right, for real, dude, like, just stop. You're not Elias's younger brother. You are Elias. You are Elias. Okay, just stop that. I don't know what game you're trying to play here. I don't know what you're trying to do. You're not fooling me. You may have fooled these people, but you're damn sure ain't fooling me, player. You are Elias. Um, Champ was like, dude, Elias' younger brother, and KO was just pissed off at this point. It's like, dude, grow up. Which is odd because, like, how old is Champ? Like, what, 30 something, 40 something years old? Telling a grown ass man to grow up. Like, come on now. But obviously, it seems like they might be setting up Kevin Owens versus Elias, a little feud there. Which, hey, I don't mind. I don't mind. Now, we were supposed to get the women's tag team titles being defended. Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Liv Morgan, and of course, um, Rhea Ripley. But as we saw, Rhea Ripley was not on Raw this past week. And as a matter of fact, she was not on SmackDown. And unlike Alexa Bliss and Carmella, no, she did not get married, and no, she is not on her honeymoon. But Rhea Ripley is in, according to the commentators, like Jimmy Smith pointed out, Rhea Ripley is in protocol. So Rhea Ripley will be back next week because the match is happening next week. But that's why she wasn't on SmackDown, and that's why she's not on Raw tonight. But either way, we got Naomi and Liv Morgan going at it, and this was a solid match between the two women. Naomi does get the win, which I don't mind because it's freaking Naomi. And yeah, Naomi gets the win, so good for her. Now MVP comes out. Well, not MVP. Well, he does come out, but Bobby Lashley comes out, and I know we give a Bobby a lot of crap when it comes to him cutting promos, talking about how he's just not that good on the mic. I thought Bobby cut a solid promo here tonight. It wasn't his best, but it wasn't a bad promo. He basically talks about like he's basically just says MVP, Omos, get out here, step in this ring. Like you thought you can end me, but you didn't. Like basically like what's the meaning behind this? And MVP is like, dude, like you needed me. You know what I mean? Like you needed me. Right? You needed me. I didn't really need you. You needed me. I am the reason why you are not just a one-time but a two-time WWE champion. I am the reason why you were able to why you even got the match and even beat Brock Lesnar. I'm the reason why you're in a top position, basically. And Bobby's like, oh, let's be real, MVP. You came back for your farewell tour. I saved your career. I helped you. You should be thanking me. So yeah, and it seems like they're going to be probably many backlash. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Bobby Lashley and Omos Part Two at WrestleMania Backlash. All right, we get the Raw Women's title. The Raw Women's Champion, excuse me, Bianca Belair taking on Queen Zelina Vega. Uh, this is, despite the fact that Zelina opted out as a babyface against Carmella. She did get, like Dominic, kind of squashed here. I think she barely got any offense in. and Bianca beats her. So after the match, though, we see Sonya Deville come out, and Sonya's like, "Congrats, Bianca." There's a lot of women in the back. Dewdrop, Becky Lynch, Asuka. I know she didn't mention her, but well, Bailey's a free agent, so she can show up anywhere. Um, here's the contract. I'm handing it out to your next opponent. By the way, your next opponent is me because Sonya attacks Bianca. So I don't mind Sonya being Bianca's next opponent. Becky. I think Becky right now. I think she needs to get a little break. She's been doing. She carried that title well. She's been champ for a long time. She's a mom now, so she's got to go home, be a mom. So I'm guessing we won't see Becky Lynch till after Mania. I mean, Mania Backlash. Um, but yeah, I don't mind this. Sonya is just that type of authority figure who will use her powers to get what she wants, abusing her power for bad. And I got no problem with this. Bianca. I think this could be a really good first challenger for Bianca. So I got no problem with this whatsoever. All right, we got RK Bro Alpha Academy. And you know what, man? We could sit up here and talk about how RK Bro and Alpha Academy faced each other like a million times already. But you know what? To me, I don't care. It's still fun. It's still enjoyable. This was a pretty solid match. RK Bro gets the win. JD from NY206 is live now. Well, good on him. I don't, well, that's cool. I mean, I don't really watch JD, but hey, if he's live, good for him, I guess. Anyways, but nah, RK Bro gets the win. But we see who arrives. It's the Usos, the Smackdown tag team champions, and they're basically like, look here, we want them titles. We're here on a mission, the mission, the bloodline prophecy, all that crazy biz. And you want to unify the belt. So now the Street Profits come out like, hey, yo, we stepped up RK Bro first. The Street Profits are up, and we want the smoke. RK Bro's like, all right, look here. We didn't come to hear y'all talk. We came to see some wrestling. So you two fight, and I guess, well, they didn't label it as number one contenders, but Usos get the win, and Usos and Street Profits. This is a really good match, really great main event. Usos get the win. They have the stare down, and at this point, it's pretty much confirmed. The Usos and RK Bro unified tag team titles. And you know what, brothers? You know what, bros? You might as well just end the dang brand split because honestly, there's really no point to, especially when you have the Usos, who, by the way, they're not free agents. They're on SmackDown, who shouldn't even be on Raw in the first place. Might as well just end the brand split because now when the Usos win, what's the point of the brand split? Like the fact that they still have the brand split is kind of ridiculous. Well, not really ridiculous, but kind of confusing. Really confusing. um, but that was Raw tonight. Solid episode of Monday Night Raw, and yeah, it was solid. Now, it wasn't a bad episode. It wasn't. It wasn't like great, basically. Um, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Raw review. I enjoyed it. I appreciate everybody being in here. Head out. I don't know if I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna do it in. I might because NXT stacked tomorrow. By the way, if you don't watch NXT, you're missing out. Uh, but I might do a live review. I don't know. But either way, there will be a video about NXT coming out. So, anyways, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah. So how do I end this? 'Cause I gotta go off my phone. Oh, here we go. All right, let me say it again. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling.